Have you ever wondered about the health of our planet? Is it thriving or is it gasping for life? Just like us, our Earth is a living entity. Its forests are its lungs, its rivers, its circulatory system, its diverse species, its cells, all interconnected and working in harmony. But just like in our bodies, if one organ is in distress, it can affect the whole system. Imagine for a moment our Earth as a patient. Its vital signs can be measured, not with medical instruments, but with scientific observations. Rising temperatures, melting ice caps, and declining biodiversity are like a fever, shortness of breath, and a weak pulse to a doctor. As the Earth's caretakers, we need to diagnose its condition, understand its symptoms, and treat its ailments before it's too late. While we can't use a stethoscope to listen to Earth's heartbeat, we can observe the symptoms of its health. To understand what's happening now, we need to take a step back and look at the past. Rewind a few centuries and picture a world teeming with an incredible diversity of life. From the microscopic to the massive, every creature played its part in a complex web of life. The Earth was a canvas painted with a broad palette of ecosystems, each a masterpiece of balance and harmony. Imagine vast forests stretching as far as the eye could see, their leaves whispering ancient secrets to the wind. They stood as the green lungs of our planet, inhaling carbon dioxide and exhaling the oxygen that fuels life. These forests were the cradles of biodiversity, sheltering countless species, each with its unique role in the intricate dance of life. Reflect on the climate of this bygone era. It was a symphony of stability, with each season playing its part in a predictable cycle. The climate's steadiness was the rhythm to which all of life danced. It provided the conditions necessary for the flourishing of diverse species and ecosystems. Consider the untouched natural landscapes that once blanketed our world. Majestic mountains stood tall, their peaks dusted with snow. Sparkling rivers meandered through verdant valleys, carrying life-giving water to thirsty lands. Vast deserts stretched under clear blue skies, their stark beauty a testament to life's resilience. Oceans teemed with life, their depths hiding mysteries we are still unraveling. The Earth was a lush green paradise, a testament to the power of nature and the delicate balance of life. It was a world where every organism, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, had a role to play in the grand tapestry of life. This was the world of our ancestors, a world that thrived under the gentle hand of nature. This was a time when humanity lived in harmony with nature, understanding that we are not separate from the environment but an integral part of it. We respected the Earth, recognizing its value not just as a resource but as our home, the source of all life. Our planet was once a thriving, lush green paradise, but how does it fare now? Fast forward to the present and we see a different story. Our planet, once a lush green paradise, is under immense stress. The face of Earth is changing and not for the better. We're witnessing a significant shift in the planet's pulse, a rhythm that has been steady for millennia. Climate change is the most pressing issue of our time. It's not just about warmer summers or colder winters. It's about changing weather patterns that lead to extreme events like hurricanes, floods, droughts, and wildfires. These catastrophes are becoming more frequent and intense, impacting people, economies, and ecosystems worldwide. Deforestation is another problem we can't ignore. Forests, the lungs of our planet, are disappearing at an alarming rate. Every year we lose an area of forest equal to the size of South Korea. This not only affects the wildlife that calls these forests home, but also contributes to climate change as trees are vital carbon sinks, absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. Then there's pollution, a silent killer. Our rivers and oceans are choked with plastic, our air filled with harmful particles, and our soil contaminated with toxins. This pollution harms every living organism, from the smallest bacteria to the largest mammals, including us. And let's not forget the loss of biodiversity. Species are disappearing faster than at any other time in human history. We're in the midst of a sixth mass extinction, driven not by a meteorite or volcanic eruptions, but by us, humans. All these issues are interconnected. Climate change exacerbates deforestation and pollution, which in turn accelerates the loss of biodiversity. It's a vicious cycle, one that we've set in motion. But it's important to remember this. We are not just the cause, we can also be the solution. Our actions have pushed the planet to its limits, but the future is not set in stone. We still have time to change the course, to restore the planet's pulse, but we need to act, and we need to act now. Our actions have pushed the planet to its limits, but the future is not set in stone. So, what does the future hold for our planet? The strokes of the future are painted with the brushes of today. If we continue on our current path, the portrait of tomorrow may not be as vibrant as we'd like. Prolonged environmental issues such as climate change, deforestation, and species extinction are escalating at a pace that's both alarming and disheartening. If we fail to act, we may see a world where natural disasters become the norm rather than the exception, where forests are replaced by barren lands, and where the symphony of wildlife is replaced with an eerie silence. But let's not forget, the future is not a fixed horizon, it's a realm of infinite possibilities. While the environmental challenges we face are dire, they are not insurmountable. We have the knowledge, the technology, and the resources to turn the tide. The question is, do we have the will? Consider the strides we've made in renewable energy. Once a mere concept, it's now a growing industry powering homes, businesses, and even entire cities. And then there's the rise of plant-based diets, reducing the strain livestock farming places on our environment. These are just two examples of the many innovations and solutions that are paving the way towards a sustainable future. Yet, it's not just about technological advancements. It's about a shift in mindset. It's about recognizing that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it. It's about understanding that the health of our planet is inextricably linked to our own well-being. Indeed, the future may seem bleak, but it's important to remember, it's not yet written. It's a story we're all authoring. With every decision we make, with every action we take, we have the power to change the narrative, to paint a future where humans and nature coexist in harmony. The future may seem bleak, but remember, it's not yet written. We are not just inhabitants of this planet, we are its guardians. As humans, we have a unique role to play in the narrative of our planet. We are not merely spectators, watching as the world changes around us. Instead, we are active participants, the authors of our own story. A story that is intrinsically intertwined with the health and well-being of our planet Earth. Our actions, both as individuals and as a collective, have a profound impact on the environment. Every decision we make, every action we take, sends ripples through the intricate web of life that makes up our world. Our choices can either harm or heal, degrade or restore, destroy or protect. The food we eat, the products we buy, the energy we use, the waste we produce, all these seemingly mundane aspects of our daily lives have far-reaching repercussions on the health of our planet. But therein lies the beauty of our role as guardians. We have the power to make a difference, to choose the path of sustainability and conservation. And this is not a responsibility that falls solely on the shoulders of individuals. Governments, corporations, communities, all have a part to play in preserving the planet. Policies that prioritize environmental protection, businesses that embrace sustainable practices, communities that foster a culture of conservation, these are all vital pieces of the puzzle. However, being a guardian of the planet is not just about taking action. It's about changing our mindset. It's about recognizing that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it. That the health of our planet is not just an environmental issue, but a human one. That the fate of our world is not predetermined, but in our hands. So as we move forward into an uncertain future, let us not forget our role. Let us not shy away from the responsibility that comes with it. Let us embrace our role as guardians, and in doing so, secure a healthier, more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. We have the power to change the course of our planet's future. Now that you know what's happening to our planet, what will you do about it? We all have a part to play in the grand symphony of life that is our world. We can't all be maestros, but each one of us can play our part to perfection. Start small. Switch off lights when you leave a room. Swap the car ride for a bike ride. Choose locally sourced organic produce. Recycle. Compost. Plant a tree. But don't stop there. Raise your voice. Advocate for clean energy. Support companies that prioritize sustainability. Vote for leaders who recognize the urgency of climate change. Teach your children, your neighbors, your friends about the importance of conservation. Share your journey to sustainability and inspire others to follow suit. Each of these actions may seem small, but together they create a ripple effect that can lead to seismic shifts. It's time to act. The health of our planet is in your hands.